What are you doing?
What do you mean? I'm looking for tennis secrets on all my shots. Okay, my champions, I'm coming at you today again more as from a player's point of view than a coach, and I'm going to give you the secrets, 2 secrets on my whole game of tennis that transformed my whole game, and maybe it can help you too. In mind, I'm giving you the 2 things that I remember when I was playing, and up until this day, that changed that specific shot for me in ways that I could never explain to you. The first thing on the serve, and some of these things are going to sound very basic, but try and see it from a player's point of view, and I'm also going to talk about it from a player's point of view. The first thing I discovered was my serve was the legs. Okay, when I started using my legs more, my whole serve improved. So I was serving a lot like this, and then I remember there was one day where I asked myself, what would happen if you use your legs too much? And I would actually try and feel like I'm dropping too low and then exploding into the ball. And it was amazing what happened. So notice how I'm almost overdoing my legs. I got more power, snap. Once you get the timing right, that first serve is incredible. You get more height, you get more slice. If you use it on your kick serve, everything changes. Oh, I'll show you 2 more. Overdoing my legs. Drop down and explode. Oh, that was a bomb. One more. I also use this under pressure when I feel like, geez, I need this point. I just go back to this. Use your legs. Drop down, focus on your legs. Second thing I did on my serve was I let the ball do its own thing. So I told myself, you don't have to look at what the ball does immediately. And when I discovered this, I always also realized a lot of players do this, especially Federer. So it's almost like when you contact the ball, let the ball go into the corner of your eyes, leave it alone, and then you can release afterwards. This is what I told myself as a player. Obviously there's ways you can talk about it, more technical, but as a player this worked for me. And what I noticed was if I let the ball go without looking too soon, I'm also staying up longer. Okay, so what I used to do was, before I discovered this, was serve and look at where the ball's going. You know, would you really like drop down and, you know, the timing has to be perfect for that to work. Notice this small little change. It's just me and the ball. Let the ball do what it wants. I'm keeping my head still, staying up. And then the ball goes where you want it to more often than not. Staying up, looking at the ball goes, I'm imagining that I'm seeing with the corner of my eyes. I don't need to look. Alright, missed that one, but notice how I'm staying stable and staying up. Hope you guys can see that. Those 2 tips transformed my serve. Guys, for those of you who know me, I'm extremely honest, so I'm sorry if this one is boring on the forehand, the first step, but I have to give it to you because this is what transformed my forehand, and it was the legs. Okay, similar to the serve, but I started feeling this activated feeling in my legs where I'm always activating my legs. I'm always down before and after. Okay, so instead of just playing and like just hoping my legs are doing its work, I started feeling like, what if I'm always activated? Down, before and after, recover, down, low. So when my legs are activated, everything becomes easier. It's also easier to react to the next ball. So this, I'll never forget, changed my forehand. Second thing that transformed my forehand, and I know this is very similar to the serve, but I have to be honest. I promise the other strokes that transformed was a little bit different, but the forehand number 2 was staying with the ball longer, not releasing out of the ball too soon. And one way I did that was to almost try and keep my head over the ball after the shot. So instead of playing, opening up, I asked myself, what if you just get to the ball, and stay with it a little bit longer, stay over it a little bit longer. Immediately I found myself, my forehand down the line was improving, my forehand cross court was improving. So I was just trying to stay with the ball and not overthinking about what the ball's going to do. This is also a great way to play a match because now it's you and the ball. You're not overthinking what's going on that side. Those two things on my forehand, I still use them too today. Works magic. Okay guys, I'm actually a double-handed player. Until this day when I play league matches, I still use two hands. So what transformed my double-handed backhand was when I realized my left hand was not doing the work, and I fixed it by actually getting my hand just behind the grip. Okay, my hand was in front of the grip. I'm not going to go into bevels, but I turned my left hand to behind the grip, and I found myself hitting a lot cleaner backhands because now my left palm was actually hitting the ball. So this was the old one. I was sometimes a lot over, especially as a youngster. When I discovered this, my backhand immediately had more power. Look at the grip, and more forward momentum, and I could actually guide the ball a little bit with my left palm. Okay, very important. The second thing that really changed my double-handed backhand was not hitting a short ball, not trying to pull out of the ball too soon. I asked myself, how would you hit the ball if there was 4, 5, 6, 7 balls instead of 1? So I went from a follow through like this, really trying to pull it into the court, to releasing and understanding that let the racket do the work. And what would it look like if you actually hit 5 to 7 balls through? I'm going to show you 2 more. So you ask yourself, there's not 1 ball, but there's 7, how would I hit it? And with the grip, it helped me a lot. When I did that, I found myself really releasing my racket a lot more. Placement was better, and under pressure, hitting more than 1 ball in your mind made all the difference for me. Let's move on. My volleys. These 2 tips are incredible, and they still help me all the way to today. So on the forehand volley, before I do that, just a quick reminder, please subscribe, like, share with a friend. You guys support me so much by doing that. Also a reminder, I got my ebook in the description. It's helping so many people. It's my whole journey and a lot of amazing tennis tips. Everything I did right, everything I did wrong. You can get to know me better. Also do everything I did right and not make the same mistakes. Thank you so much for your support. So forehand volley, okay? I always had good hands as a player, but under pressure, I didn't like the volley too much. And if I had to choose 2 tips out of everything, this is what really helped me get more comfortable at the net. The first one was, and I'll never forget this one, was instead of just following the ball and hoping for the best, I told myself follow the ball. I also got this tip from one of my coaches and it changed everything. This was for the forehand and the backhand, okay? So now I have to follow with at least 2 steps. So this is what you normally do. Now you have to go 1, 2. I teach this to all my players as well. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and then recover. If there's not enough time, you just make small ones and back. All right, backhand, 1, 2. There was a couple extra ones. It's a good thing to also, when you're training, why not go even more? Get the feeling of going forward. Trust me, guys, go and try this out. It's amazing. 1 more, 1, 2, recover. If there's less time, you just make them a little bit shorter. This is my number 1 tip for my volleys and for anyone who wants to improve their touch on the volleys. My volleys improved immediately when I started focusing on where is my racket head on contact point. Oftentimes I volley, a lot of people volley, they don't realize the racket head is far from them. By simply getting your racket head closer to your head, all of a sudden you can take care of the ball, you can see the ball, and there's a lot more feel. What this also helps with, it helps to get your eyes level with the ball. Remember not to bend your back though. Bend your legs, eyes level with the ball. Then get your racket head close to your head. All of a sudden there's a lot more feel. It's like you're more one with the ball, especially on the touch volleys over there. That's a very bad miss, sorry. Touch volleys over there. When you're closer to your racket, you're closer to the ball, there's a lot more feel. Let me show you a backhand one. So I'm staying away from racket head too far from me, thinking that I can get away with it. You could sometimes if you have a lot of talent. Don't take the risk. Racket head close to you. Notice how there's a lot more control and I can take care of the volley. Drop volley, so much more feel when I'm close. You can even try it out as you're watching this video. Grab a racket, just feel how comfortable it feels when the racket head is close to your head. Makes all the difference in the world. About the slice, guys, one of my biggest weapons to this day, even more so now because I'm getting slightly older. Still young, but slightly older, not as fast as I used to be, so I'm using the slice quite often when I play matches. What changed my slice forever was when I got the feeling of cocking up my wrist, okay? If you try and slice the ball with your wrist on its own mission, like this, you are really playing with fire. When I got the feeling of this, and I try and keep it there throughout the whole slice, my slice started getting so effective, sliding through the court, staying low, and I could do a defensive slice, aggressive slice, approach slice. This was step one for me and will always be. Secondly, on the slice, what I discovered was, for me personally as a player, the higher I turn, the more effective my slice was. It's almost like when I turn high, it's easier to lean into it, it's easier to knife it. So that really helped me a lot. So I went from going a little bit lower, not a bad slice, but when I started going almost too high, according to most professionals or coaches, almost too high, it's like automatically there's another benefit of me leaning in to the slice as well. And you get that extra knife, leaning in, boom. Cocking up my wrist, very, very high turn. And again, top wrist, very high turn. Might say it's quite challenging feeding out of my own hand, but I hope you guys get the picture. Very high turn. And again, go try it out. These are all feelings I'm talking about. Again, yes, there's technical things that goes with that, but these feelings exploded my game. Thanks for watching, guys. It seems like that tree over there did give me some secrets. If you're sitting there wondering, what about the overhead, what about the smash, got an awesome video. These tips on the smash video is exactly what transformed my smash for the better. It's on the screen right now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, grab my ebook. Love you guys.